Sup, gigglers?
Gary, fix the Wi-Fi.
Manifest that shit.
We can't be managed. I mean, the day just got away from me.
What is up, my St. Augustine gigglers?
Well, we're in Hollywood, Florida.
True. I have to say, we didn't know where St. Augustine was. It's in Florida. Very cute town.
Cute.
Cute.
So cute.
Whenever we're not in New York, if we see anything, like I'll literally see a stop sign, I'll be like, okay, cute.
I feel like when we're not in New York and we see that people live in a different place, we're like, this is so cute. Cute for them.
I just wanted to formally apologize to the Academy because I feel like I said something somewhere about like, where the fuck is St. Augustine? Do I still know? No. But it's really a historical, cute town with great brunch.
And I think it's close to the Daytona 500.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd
I think
you know that?
Daytona was like right there.
Oh. It's funny because we got in the cab and the taxi driver was so excited that we were
No,
like
we got in
visiting.
the Uber. They don't have taxis.
Sorry, I live in the 1600s.
We've got in a horse and carriage.
He was like, what are you here for? And like, we were tired, so we didn't say anything. We were like, to visit friends.
Well, also when it's like a man, we're not gonna go into like we have a podcast
and
that's
then
called
like,
Giggly
turns
Squad.
it on
Like,
and we talk about our pussies.
So we're just like
It's a whole thing.
we're like we're just here for a girls trip.
And he was so excited to tell us all the places we can go. But anyway, we're in the middle of fucking tour right now. Like literally in bed at the Hard Rock Hotel, looking onto a pool.
Can I tell you the last time I was at this exact hotel? I've stayed at this hotel before.
Oh my God.
I was 17 years old.
Thriving, your peak.
I was peaking. Okay, I was literally peaking. I was with 4 of my girlfriends. We all brought fake IDs.
No parents.
No, my friend's dad came with us.
There's always that one parent that's like,
I
"Look,
actually
don't give a
can't
shit."
believe my mom even let me go on this trip, especially with someone's dad.
Yeah, dads don't even know like
No, he
anyone's
didn't know where
name.
we were.
He didn't know your name.
No, he didn't. He didn't know where we were the entire time. Had these fake IDs.
He was asleep. Can we just say dads are always asleep?
He was asleep.
I've never met a dad that was awake.
We go to this, what the hell is the name of that restaurant? It's like this crazy Italian restaurant where they literally
Carrabba's?
No. Where they play Italian
Olive
movies while you're at the restaurant.
Oh.
No, it's like a famous, I have to look it up because
Yeah.
it's going to drive me nuts. We go to this restaurant, right? Obviously there's like Italian waiters and we're just like loving it. Okay. We meet these 2 guys.
Oh, they went all the way to Florida to see Italians. Yeah. That's a crazy
There's
move.
none in Albany. Literally, I couldn't find one in Albany. We're at this restaurant. We start chatting up our waiters. We give them our fake IDs, right? Because we want them to serve us alcohol. After we're done with dinner, they're like, we'll go out with you guys. They think we're 26, okay? These men think we're 26 years old. I was 17.
They think you're divorced young moms.
I had a whole backstory. I was a hairstylist. I was a hair freaking stylist. I think it was like one of my brother's girlfriends. I was like, if you want to date my brother, you have to give me your fake ID.
You would love being a hairstylist because you love gossip.
Oh, I'd be such a good hairstylist. We go out with these men, okay? We go to like a club, whatever.
Do they have like Italian accents or they're just Guidos?
They were just like Guidos.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where they were from.
They were Puerto Rican.
No, like I don't know where. I don't even remember what their names were. Actually, no, one of the guys' names was John.
Okay.
I think. Whatever. We go out with these men one night. Next night, obviously, they're like, let's go out again. We had so much fun. We go out with them again. It gets to that point where it's like, oh, are you going to come like home with me? And I start freaking out. And I go, we can't come back to your apartment because we're 17.
Wait, so you were the one that cracked?
I cracked.
You cracked.
I cracked.
You're a snitch.
I'm a snitch. These men looked at us and they go, what? And I go, I'm so sorry. But we had a great time and now we have to run away. And we ran away.
We were just here for dancing.
I mean, obviously I was not going to let these men like have sex with us because that would be like illegal on my part.
Well,
I feel like
there's illegal stuff happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
But you were having good conversation
we were
up until
having
that point.
great conversation. Then I was like, I haven't gotten into college yet. I'm actually waiting on a couple
I
acceptance
actually don't think
letters.
I'm gonna get into college.
I think this is a really dark time for me, actually. All my friends are going to college, and I'm not. I remember my other girlfriends being like, we could have just not ever told them. I was like, they had a right to know. They had a right to know.
Oh, now you're playing the hero.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my experience in Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock Casino.
And that's amazing.
And that I feel like sums up Florida, where it's like, I didn't know she was 17.
I do have to say, we got like 8 Amber Alerts on our phones on the way.
Yeah, what was up with that?
It's Florida. It's Florida. Also, Florida's banning books.
Are they?
Well, I don't. Not just Florida. Did you see Julia Moore just posted her book that's about like having? It's a children's book about having freckles and how it's okay to be different. Got banned by the government
In Florida?
in all of America. I think books are being banned. So all we have is podcasts now. All we have is us, which means it's going downhill quick. A side note about Florida: we were so excited for our "Is He Trash" segment. Because we were like, we're gonna get some prime time Florida garbage.
Like in the Midwest, I'm like, oh, Izzy Trash probably isn't gonna be as explosive because like these guys are nice, and so like I wait to go to Florida. I'm like, we're gonna get some real fucking idiots.
And you know what? I always listen to my intuition when it's my job to pick the guy on stage, and what happened in Florida is I got too excited.
Yeah.
Because the first guy I looked at had a man bun.
Yeah.
So I was like, the talent here is just incredible. Overwhelming. And I should have gone with my gut and just gone with him. But I said, I got greedy. I said, I want to see more. So I'm going the crowd. I literally got greedy. I was like, you motherfucker, what the fuck is that hat? Why are you wearing your sunglasses on top of your hat? What's going on?
And then you happened upon
a mullet man.
And you don't just look past a man with a mullet in Florida.
No. And I was just like, I was between the two, and I said, we're going with the mullet, okay? Because in my head, honestly, between me and you, it was a win-win. Either one was going to be a slam dunk for us. And the man, he's holding like a huge beer can. He's wearing like a white shirt, jeans, looks like we were in northern Florida, which is kind of the South. So he was kind of wearing cowboy boots. Like I was like, this is a win.
Oh,
he was wearing like brown boots.
I've never thought of this
Northern
before.
Florida, they're like southern.
The South.
They're like touching Georgia.
Each other's cousins.
Paige DeSorbo.
Sorry.
Paige DeSorbo.
Sorry.
She didn't mean that, but she still doesn't think there's air conditioning in Oklahoma City, so you guys can message her about that separately. And I didn't say it, she did. Literally last time I went to Oklahoma City, they go, we have to talk to Paige. Anyway, so the guy comes on stage, and I'm like, literally, I was like licking my lips. I was like, I'm about to rip this man a new asshole. And his name was Christian, which I thought was weird. That was also a red flag. Like I thought it was going to be something. Christian sounds too smart.
Yeah, it sounds Connecticut.
Yes, exactly, Christian.
I wanted like a
Ben
or like a Dirk.
Yes,
know, like something like
Kurt.
Something where you're like, I don't know,
or something really weird like a Gerald, like that, like because their great grandpa.
Yeah,
I don't know. It just Christian was very throwing me off.
Yeah, so we were already like, okay,
unsure. And then he was speaking, and he didn't have like any accent.
No twang.
No twang, and I don't even know what Northern Florida twang is, but there's something.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay. Let's start this off easy. What do you do for a living?
And this man was a neurologist.
We can't even spell neurologist.
I'm going to be honest. When he first said it, my first thought in my head was, wait, what the fuck is that again? And
I thought he said urologist, but you reacted to it, and I was like, there's no way she knows what a urologist is.
I've gone to many a urologist. Don't you dare bring up my UTIs. I've seen 1,000 urologists. No, and then I was like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking brain surgeon.
A brain surgeon. So we immediately are nervous. And then he used the word obliged on stage.
Yeah,
and Paige was like, get that out of
I
here.
was like, shut up.
So now I'm realizing we're being outsmarted on our own stage.
Let's also point this out. His girlfriend that was in the crowd, obviously the reason he was there, also a neurologist.
And
So just two smarty pants in the
she's
house.
like, we met in med school. And I go, this is what the fuck is going on right now? My head's starting to get hot. It's all backfiring in my face. And then I was like, where are you from? And he goes, California. I said, how dare you
A bait and
culturally
switch.
appropriate Florida culture
How dare he?
and dress like this
Yeah.
and
Have a
look like
mullet.
you punch walls if like you watch your kid lose in a flag football game.
You did make a really good point, though, where you're like, I don't know how I feel about my doctor walking into the room and having a mullet.
No, immediately I'd be worried. Also, not to
I'm like,
throw him
this guy likes to party, okay?
not to throw him under the bus because we said his name and I don't want him to get fired, but we did ask him how a girl pees with a tampon in, and he said take it out.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
He didn't know. And we're not saying we're smarter than doctors.
We're just saying that doctors do not study women, even
No.
brain surgeons.
No,
Even brain surgeons can't find your clit.
Yeah, put it on a t-shirt. Even brain surgeons can't find the clit. That's crazy. How do you not know that?
No, like if you're a surgeon, don't you have to go through like medical school?
I mean, you would think that you'd have to, at some point in the first year of medical school, you'd have to study the entire body. Just like a little, just a little
they
like.
do study the entire body. They just study male bodies. Period. No
But
pun
they-
intended.
And they don't know about it.
And they don't know about periods.
And they don't know about them.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's actually so crazy.
I know.
to me.
Everyone was worried. Everyone was scared. I was scared.
I was scared.
But then we asked him if you could overdose on beta blockers. He said yes, which you didn't listen to.
No, I did. And my doctor, my female doctor, just said, don't take more than 6. Okay. I said,
At a time.
can't promise anything. No, in a day. She was like, look, 6 is enough. But I actually have never taken more than 2.
Do you want to give the gigglers a beta blocker update?
A beta blocker update.
Sorry, we're so tired.
We're delusional. Okay, every time, Grace, if you're listening, which I hope you are because it is your job. Every time we talk about beta blockers, please put in please put in some type of sound. Okay, here's the thing about my beta blockers and like my anxiety in general. I knew that my anxiety was so self-induced, and I definitely needed beta blockers throughout this whole tour.
What do you mean self-induced?
Like, I was putting my anxiety out. I was doing it to myself.
Okay, you're sounding like your mom right now. Like, Paige, stop. It's not your fault. You're like,
Right. No, it's
obviously
not my
it's
fault.
you having it, but it's not self-induced.
No, like, I was putting myself in situations that, like, in my body, it was like, don't do that. And I was like, no, I'm going to do
okay.
it. And then
Yeah.
I was getting anxiety.
Okay, yeah, you were not in alignment.
I was not aligned.
Okay, but I just don't want you to be mean to yourself because that also. Anyway,
Thank you.
Continue.
No, thank you.
So I listened to
took-
one Mel Robbins pod. Continue.
So I took a beta blocker for Radio City because Radio City was just like, that was like crazy. And I was like so nervous for that. But this tour, this like leg of the tour, I have forgotten to take my beta blocker. Like, we'll literally be about to go out on stage and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't take my beta blocker. And then I'll run back, take it. But like, I don't need them anymore.
And that's on healing because you know when something is like consuming your brain so much, like I honestly feel like you would the whole day you'd be like, okay, and I'll
What
take
time-
my beta blocker.
At this time.
When is the beta blocker? December. Everything was about the beta blocker. You know when you feel in your life, you're like, my life will
Like,
always
I
be about
only have
beta
20
blockers.
beta blockers, but what if I need all of them?
Yes.
So like, I need to get more beta blockers.
We've all been in points in our life where something's consuming us, and then you're like, how could I live without it? And then one day you wake up like, and it's not even a
thing.
topic, and it's not even a thing, and it's not even you getting over something. It's like you don't even care anymore.
Yeah, I
and
don't
that's
care anymore.
so
And I've
literally.
been silly on stage.
We were taking photos because we take photos before we go on stage, and you run to the green room, and I'm like, oh no, what's going on? So I go over. I think you're like having a freak out or something, and you just go, I forgot to take my beta blocker, and I couldn't have been happier. And again, if next week you have to take it again,
Right.
that's okay.
Here's what I've been taking them for: social situations.
Oh, so we've created just a new problem.
Like I had to go to a party, and I was like, oh, and I'll take my beta
Did it
blocker
help?
for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it did.
just keeping it chill.
Yeah, just keeping my heart rate at a steady pace.
I took a beta blocker for the roast, and I took one for my Netflix special.
Yeah.
And it was helpful. So you've been great on stage. Silly, goosey, funny.
I've been in my silly. I've
Era.
been silly.
Wild. Well, the crowds have been fucking amazing, and we only have one more leg of the tour left.
I know. It's sad, but I'm excited.
The start of the new year is just like the perfect time to get organized, and it seemed like January took forever. But if there's one thing about me, I stay organized. Rocket Money is one of those reasons. It's a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of all of your expenses across all of your accounts. Organization. Rocket Money will even try to lower and negotiate your bills for you. They automatically scan your bills, find opportunities to save, and then you can ask them to negotiate for you. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/giggly squad today. That's rocketmoney.com/giggly squad. rocketmoney.com/giggly squad.
Summer is here, and you know what that means. A lot of strapless dresses, a lot of bold colors, just easy breezy, effortless looks. But you also need undergarments for that, and that's where Honeylove comes into play. Honeylove is redefining modern shapewear with real comfort and serious support. Their newest innovation is the Mesh Sculpt, and it's the ultimate summer shapewear. It's super lightweight, breathable, and it's not sacrificing your shapewear. It's still going to keep you cool while still delivering you that sculpted silhouette. The reason I love Honeylove is its targeted compression soothes and shapes exactly where you want it and eases up on the places that you don't. Honeylove's best-selling Superpower Short is also their go-to. It has targeted compression technology that distinguishes between areas where you want more support and then the areas where you're like, let's get a little less compression here. And we've all been there where we're like struggling to take our shapewear off, and Honeylove just doesn't have that problem. Their Super Power Short has 100% cotton, and you don't have to take your entire thing off just to use the bathroom. So treat yourself to the most comfortable shapewear on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/giggly. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/giggly. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that Giggly Squad sent you. Experience the new standard in shapewear with Honeylove.
This episode of Giggly Squad is brought to you by McDonald's, and the snack wrap is back. I'm freaking out because it was introduced to McDonald's in 2006. Shout out to my millennial girlies. And it's been on top of mind. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, where's the snack wrap? Turns out it is back. It's the comeback story of a lifetime, and it's now available with one of two sauces, ranch or spicy. I'm more of a ranch girl because I have anxiety, but if you live life on the edge, I totally support the spicy snack wrap. It has a spicy pepper sauce, probably great for your sinuses, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a doctor. And it has juicy white meat chicken, shredded lettuce, melty cheese, creamy ranch, all wrapped in a soft tortilla. Ooh, literally need one right now. Try the snack wrap that broke the internet at a McDonald's near you. Enjoy the snack wrap for the first time in 9 years. I'm obsessed. It's so easy to just grab at any time of the day, morning, night. Eat that snack wrap.
It's the summer, which means it's hotter outside, you're going on spontaneous trips, and you don't have time to get a yeast infection, a UTI. But with Wisp, you can get sexual health care you need same day without stepping foot in a doctor's office. Get same day prescription for BV, yeast, UTI, STI, and emergency contraception with discreet delivery to your home for free in all 50 states.
So if you're traveling this summer, don't be nervous that you don't have medicine if something were going to happen. Wisp has you covered. You can now also treat for STIs from the comfort of your home with Wisp's diagnostic testing kits. Each kit comes with a test and a consultation. There are 8 different kits available where you can test for BV yeast, herpes, STIs, HPV, and more. Whether it's the discomfort of waiting rooms, the uncertainty of symptoms, or the frustration of delayed answers, these kits offer you something powerful: clarity, quickly, and with compassionate follow-through from the licensed medical providers at Wisp. Trusted by over 1.5 million patients, try Wisp for yourself and see how they're changing the game for access to women's health. Take 15% off your first order with code GIGGLY at HelloWisp.com. That's HelloWisp.com. Prescription products require a consultation with a healthcare provider, and medications are available if medically appropriate. Must be 18 or older. Restrictions apply. See website for full details. I use Uber Eats for everything, and of course I'm ordering food all the time, but I don't just order food on Uber Eats. I order everything. I order from the pharmacy. I order hair care items. I order alcohol. Whatever I need, I'm ordering it on Uber Eats. Also, whenever I go to a hotel, I always seem to forget something from home. So I'm ordering hairspray. I'm ordering bobby pins. I just can't live without Uber Eats. You can get grocery, alcohol, and everyday essentials in addition to restaurants and food you love, of course. So in other words, get almost anything with Uber Eats. Order now. For alcohol, you must be legal drinking age, so please enjoy responsibly. Product availability varies by region. See app for details. Wait, let's go back a little bit because
We had a crazy week last week.
Let's talk about the Michael Kors show, first of all.
You get so nervous when
I get so nervous when you come to fashion events because I know
I've only been to 2.
you're nervous. And then it makes me nervous.
It's just an unfamiliar, like, I don't understand the hierarchy. I don't understand all the codes going on.
Yeah.
I'm here to have a good time.
Yeah.
But there's so much history and stuff going on. And Paige is looking at me like, don't you fucking embarrass me in front of my cool fashion friends.
Okay, so much to talk about at the Michael Kors show, but I need to start with this. So Hannah, they put like all the influencers in like one section. Everyone does like small talk, and it's like, oh my god, you look so good. No, you look so good. It's
so I love your outfit. You look so.
And I
pretty.
usually just sit in, like, when I get to my like where they show me where I'm sitting, I usually sit in my seat and I don't move, like, and I don't, because I'm like I'm not gonna get up and like annoy someone.
You're not a social butterfly.
I'm not a social
You're
butterfly.
a social larva.
Yeah.
You're curled up in a corner.
If you want to socialize with me, you gotta come to me and you gotta sit next to me.
And you're fine as long as people come to you and sit down, almost like a cat.
Yeah.
Smell my hand first,
and then we'll chat. I'm not getting up and going out of my way to like go over to someone else. That's not my personality.
And I felt so bad because I only went to one fashion show this week, and it was Michael Kors, and I was running late. Like, my only job was to get there on time, and I was yapping it up with my hair and makeup people.
Fashion shows never start on time, though.
I Googled, do fashion shows start on time? And they go, yes, they always start on time. And I was like, no. And I'm texting the Michael Kors people, and I'm like, tell Michael.
If they tell you, if the invite says be there by 11, the show's not starting until 11:30.
Okay.
There's just no one.
I was freaking out because I knew that you were there without me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm punctual, so I got there at 11.
Always.
But I actually was the first person in line, which was so embarrassing. But anyway,
See, that's my nightmare.
It was my nightmare. Actually, this was crazy. I was at the Michael Kors show, and like, it's the girlies are doing the PR and who's going in and who's got blah 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 blah. So like, it's not like it's like grown adult women. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the girls.
We are adults.
No. Oh yeah, I guess
we
are.
forget.
I mean, it's not women that are older than us.
It's the marketing girlies.
Yeah, it's the marketing girlies.
Yeah.
So like, when I go up to the line, I'm like, what's up, girls? You know, like, it's like, I'm not nervous for that part. And so I was the first person in line, and she was like, sorry, like, we're not letting anyone in yet. Like, we're still like, and I was like, literally, keep me out here all day. Like, I don't give a shit. You do what you have to do. This older woman, I would say 40, late 40s, maybe early 50s, maybe mid 40s. Who knows? I know she was like older than me and the marketing girlies. she comes up and she goes, you're not letting anyone in yet. And this girl is so nice. She's like, sorry, no, like we like still have to do like a few things inside, but like if you stand over in this line. And the lady goes, I'm not standing in this line. And I go, oh, because the last thing you're going to do is be rude to the girl that I just met.
Because now we go way back.
Because now this
That's
is
my
my
girl right
friend.
here. That is my
Okay, and she's trying to do her job. And the last thing you're going to do is come up here and yell at her for doing her job.
Also, it's crazy because there's like insane celebrities there, like Kerry Washington.
Insane celebrities. And this lady goes, so you don't have a different line for media?
Oh.
And the girl was like, no, bitch, we don't. Like, basically, like, no, get in the line. And I was so offended for her. And I literally looked at the marketing girl and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, that was so rude of that woman. And the marketing girl was like, oh yeah, they do that all the time. Like, it didn't faze me, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's when you know you've been in fashion for a minute, when that stuff doesn't faze
She was like,
you.
oh, as long as she didn't punch me in the face, I'm literally fine. And I was like, okay. So I was offended walking in for my friend that I don't know who it was. I'm like, the girl outside, give her a raise. Plus, it's also like freezing.
Yes.
Everyone's freezing. Like, you're going to get inside. These girls have to wait outside till everyone gets in. Like,
Yeah.
also, like, chill the fuck out.
You're like, I just want people to know I stand with the girl up front.
No, literally.
I stand in solidarity
I stand
with her. I don't know her name, but I respect her, and I believe she should be treated with kindness.
No, she's literally trying to make a career for herself, and she doesn't need this mom yelling at her.
I walked in exact opposite energy to the other spectrum, where I was just apologizing to everyone, and they were like, why are you apologizing? I'm like, I thought the whole show was waiting for me. I thought Michael was holding it up for me. So
I'm
anyway,
dead.
you walk in.
So I walk in. I get my seat. I take my pictures. I'm sitting there. I'm waiting for you. Everyone starts coming in. Hannah gets there. Now, if I have an eye on Hannah and I know who she's talking to, I feel better about it. Okay. Once I lose her in the crowd, I'm like,
Also,
she's
let's
gone
just say,
rogue.
I do shine in those. Like, I love a social butterfly.
No,
like,
you are
I'm
a social
yapping,
butterfly.
yapping. Oh hi, oh hi, oh
Someone's
hi.
taking pictures. You're yelling to them while they're taking their pictures. You're making them laugh. I'm like, it's not a talent show. Okay.
No, when I come to a party, I'm giving 100%.
Yes.
Also, Rachel Zegler was walking by.
Yes.
But again, this wasn't like people weren't socializing. Like, everyone was sitting down at this point, and I yelped at, like, I barked at her.
We're waiting for the show to start.
Yeah.
Everyone,
It's
they
quiet.
made an announcement. Take your seats.
And this is the thing. I felt like I was in school again, where I was like, if I see my
We were in
friend,
school.
I'm gonna say, "What's good?"
We were literally the juniors. We were sitting in our section,
Yes.
and you saw a freshman that you knew walk by, and you yelled to her.
And because that's the kind of human I am.
Yeah.
She got scared. She was-
Well,
I
she's
just
with
got barked
4
at.
bodyguards.
She didn't have 4 bodyguards. You literally
Grab-
grabbed my leg.
I go,
Because you go, you don't know Rachel Zegler. And I go, I literally talked to her for 20 minutes once. And she looks at me, waves, because she's literally being escorted to her important seat. By the way, I DM'd her after, which was ballsy.
No, what'd you
Because
say?
I actually was afraid that she was like, okay, keep Hannah Burner away from me and my team. So I go, by the way, I'm so sorry I barked at you at the Michael Kors show. And she was...
you literally barked at her.
No, I was like... And someone's like, get your chihuahua back in its bag.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, I love you. Because I just know she likes Giggly Squad, and I was sitting with you.
No, okay.
It didn't work out how I
No,
wanted it
you
to.
were actually correct in doing that. My social anxiety took over in that moment. I was like,
See, when I'm anxious, I talk more. Like, I get bigger. When you're anxious, you get smaller.
down.
So together, it's very, very funny. You're like that. I'm like the mom, and you're the toddler that's holding the leg of the mom.
Yes.
And you're like, she normally is actually quite outgoing, but she's having a day. That's literally you at social events, and people be like, Paige is so quiet, and I go, you should see her when she gets comfortable.
when we're home.
When we're home.
You should see her when we're at home.
Also, speaking of toddlers, I'm not wearing pants right now.
Hannah walks in my room, immediately just takes off her pants. It literally looks like she's
No
about
warning.
to tell me that she threw up.
I go, can you wipe me? No, I'm wearing no pants. I'm wearing a long shirt though. Let's just. I don't want
no,
people
you're
to think
fine.
I'm.
No, it's fine.
Also, I'm wearing full granny panties.
So then
Oh yeah.
So then
We're seeing people.
we're seeing people. We're saying hi. Acquired Style, Bridget and Danielle,
Twinsies.
twins on TikTok. Felong, I think is their last name.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, cute, adorable. I think they're like 25 maybe. They're younger, like kids, but like, you know. Hannah, us grandmas, Hannah goes up to them. Now, I've never...
It was a mutual... We
were standing in the same section.
Yes.
I've never met them in person, but like I've seen all of their TikToks and I just think they're so freaking cute. I'm like always commenting on their stuff. Like, you guys are adorable.
The problem is you think you know people.
Yeah.
And I feel like I had met one of them before, but I was very warm. Like to the point where it seemed like
Well, when I meet girls that I know are like younger than us and like
I never think of age.
see, I always do.
See, in my head, first of all, I'm Gen Z.
Okay.
They see me and they go, my Gen Z queen. I'm ageless in my head.
Yeah, that's actually probably good.
Like I walk around, I'm a soul.
You
I'm a soul that you can take or
see,
leave.
I like when I meet girls that I know are younger than me, I'm like, you're younger than me. I have to protect you and be so overly nice to you because if I know how I was when I was 25 and I would meet girls in their 30s, I'd be like, they know what they're doing and they were like whatever.
Oh.
So I would be anxious. So I do it for my younger self. It really has nothing to do with them. It's for my own.
You're projecting.
Yeah, I project.
I do though, but it's funny. I see them as just like other creatives in the field.
Yeah, see, I see them as like
I see them
a
as
little sister.
I see them as being like, I know I look like I'm 27, but I am.
But I'm
in my
not
30s.
your age. I know you think I'm your age, but I'm not.
And they're like, no one said that.
So Hannah says to them, can I ask you guys a question? And I go, oh God. Like, it could be anything. It could literally, being friends with you, that could be anything. I'm like, I can't fucking wait to hear what she's about to ask these girls.
I'm in like dad joke mode. I'm turning into my dad. Like at the brunch place yesterday, I ordered a. Also, we're just tired. I order a BLT on sourdough bread.
Yeah.
Think of the biggest sourdough loaf you've ever seen ever. It was insane. And so they cut it, and they didn't even cut it in half. It's just like the biggest sandwich I've ever seen in my life. So the nice lady puts it down, and I look at her and I go, I think I'm an actress, so I give the tone. I go, oh, I actually was expecting a bigger sandwich. She looked at me dead serious. I looked at her. Paige is like, Hannah, stop it. She's embarrassed. So I'm literally a dad. And then later on, the girl was like, by the way, I like Giggly Squad. And I'm like, you could have told me instead of leaving me high and dry when I tried to make
my dad joke. You could have acknowledged my dad joke.
And by the way, I was at the point with the girls at the Michael Kors show where like we had said hi to each other and then we were still talking and I felt pressure. I had to bring something more to the conversation.
Right.
So I got creative.
So Hannah looks at these two girls and she goes, any chance you guys have ever watched the show Severance? And the girls are like, no. Like,
one of them did.
Was like, maybe we've seen like one episode, but like, no. And Hannah goes, okay, well, in the show, I'm like, oh my fucking God. In the show, there's like an innie and an outie, and like the innie has a real job, and I feel like that's you because you used to work in finance, and then I feel like the outie is like you because you're a content creator. And I was just like, oh my God.
You're an innie and you're the outie. And then one of them started laughing. The other one was like, what is she talking about? Did she just call me a belly button? And then I was like, and I have to go back to my seat.
And it was great chatting with you. Have a great show.
And I did do a follow-up DM, by the way. And I said, hey, I hope you watch Severance. It's a really good show.
What are you running home and DMing everyone that we've met?
Yeah, I have anxiety too.
Okay.
And I remember all the people that I feel like I made uncomfortable.
See, that's why I stay quiet in the moment because I'm like, I can't.
What do you think I have in my notes app? All the people I need to DM to make sure that they don't hate me. Because this is my thing. I'm trying to get a laugh.
Yeah.
And the laugh, one, is risky, and two, it's not always appropriate for the environment you're in.
Right.
And when I'm constantly on the road doing stand-up, like I just, you have to be riffing all day. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to sometimes get yourself out of that mode of like trying to make people laugh, which can be super annoying.
Yeah. Like
some comics are just always clowns and you're like, hey, not the time to like work your material out on me. Like we're at a USPS.
Yeah.
Even like when we were flying and the pilot walked by, like, so bad I wanted to call him a zaddy, and I was like, this is not a stand-up show. This is a man just trying to do his job. You don't need the sexual harassment.
Nobody talks about like when you're getting off a plane and the pilot comes out and he stands there and he says bye to everyone. A sexual undertone.
He goes, you like that?
Did you see how I landed that big thing?
He goes,
No.
was that a smooth ride for you?
No, there's a sexual undertone of the pilot saying, have a good day.
See you next time, babe. Come back for more later. But then
Text your friends about it, wasn't it? This is a big plane,
It
wasn't
was big, right? You didn't think it was gonna be that good, right? But it was. See, I've been joking on stage about female pilots still, even though the female pilot community is mad at me. Of how if I was there, I'd just be like, "Are you guys mad at me?" sorry, my bad. Please come back. Is the energy weird? Okay, thank you.
Come over the loudspeaker and you're just like, are you guys okay?
I do have to say one thing about social situations, though, that has made me feel better. Everyone feels like they made an ass of themselves in some way.
Yeah.
So what I realized when they leave, they probably thought that they could have been, or they didn't. But like everyone is insecure and worried about their own shit.
I used to be really insecure going to like workout classes or like to the gym.
I actually still am.
Because I'd be like, everyone's looking at me and knows I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And then I realized everyone's thinking that in their own head about themselves.
Yeah.
And so it's like, actually, no one's thinking about you.
I get, but Sunny is like, I actually know what to do at the gym. I literally had professional trainers.
Yeah, like you're
in
an
Division
athlete.
1 school
Right.
telling me how to do everything. It's more like I get very overstimulated by everything around me to the point that I'm like, I can't handle this and I need to be like alone. But
that's why I love Pilates.
I have been in my Pilates era.
No, we're Pilates girls.
We're
gonna make Pilates socks.
We really think you guys, if you are like, what is the workout I should do? One, because you could lie down during it.
Yeah. I love when they switch it up and they're like, okay, let's take a stretch now. I'm like, let me lay for a minute, bitch.
No, we love our Pilates.
No, we love Pilates. Okay, wait. So then after Michael Kors, then the show's over. Then we're like going back to like take a picture with Michael.
Oh. No, I literally blocked it out.
I get snubbed.
By Michael?
Yes. He hugged you this time.
Well, because I came in with a handshake.
Oh, you did? I didn't even notice that.
Well, I was like overcompensating because of last time I felt like he didn't see me for me. So I came in with the hand. But right before we were about to take a photo with him, one of the marketing girlies we were with was like, do you know Michael has a cat? Which she shouldn't have told me because that was fresh in my brain.
Yep.
So the second I saw him, I shook his hand.
You said, we love cats too.
I'm
literally mid-smile. I'm like, no, she didn't. I'm like, no, she fucking didn't. Do you want to know what Michael Kors says back? Nothing. Silence. He goes, I don't give a fuck. If you guys like cats, half the population likes cats, you freaks. Get out of my line.
This is the thing. Sometimes you bring cats up to people and they're like,
oh my
I
God,
need to show you every photo of my cat, whatever. I threw it out there, wasn't caught.
Yeah. If he wanted to take it, he could.
But you know what?
He didn't give
Do you
anything
know what I
back.
have to say though? But he wasn't rude about it.
No, he wasn't.
He was matter of fact. And he said, thank you for your... No,
he
didn't say it.
He didn't say anything.
Thank you.
He literally said nothing.
I didn't even feel weird. I just felt like another time.
You know what? We'll catch up about this later, Michael. Have a good night.
Michael, if you're listening.
He's not.
To all the marketing girls at Michael's Kors listening, let Michael know that we have cats. And if he wants to do some kind of cat thing with us, we are available.
Wait, shout out to the Michael Kors girls too, because I needed an outfit for the Summer House premiere party and I literally dropped the ball on it. I had nothing and they sent me over the cutest little romper that they let me borrow. And they did it so quick.
People were going nuts over my pantsuit. And by people, Kim DeSorbo sent me a text and said, hey, sweetie, you looked amazing in the Michael Kors outfit.
She sent me a text too and said, hey, Paige, Hannah looks amazing.
Did you get jealous?
I was like, okay, what about me? I said, you birthed me. She said, Paige, come on, you always look good. You know I always think you look good.
Well, so I started a new era of wearing my hair slick back, but keeping half up, half down because I think I look like a hard-boiled egg if I go full slick.
But how many times have I been saying your hair looks so good pulled back and you wouldn't do it?
Okay, Aaron Samuels.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I've been saying for years, you look good in a high pony.
Why are you yelling?
Sorry,
like
yeah.
you're like literally yelling at me.
I'm literally yelling.
I'll tell you why. Because in middle school, you know when kids say stuff that like they're not even trying to be funny, they're just stating facts.
They're matter of fact.
They're matter of fact. I wore my hair like that, and some girl was like, "You look like Legolas." And this was during prime Lord of the Rings. Is it Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Like Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, gorgeous, but not the look I was going for. So immediately I was like, and if I do that, I look like a killer elf, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
But
one kid was like, you have big ears.
Yeah,
and
they said I had elf ears, and they weren't joking. So then I've taken that with me, and
You've carried that.
But I was super brave, and I did it for the Michael Kors show.
And it looked so good.
Everyone liked it. Shout out to Kat Thompson. She did my hair. She's amazing.
No, you looked amazing at the show.
But then I tried to do it myself last night. We had a couple meltdowns.
Just a few.
I'm working on it. I'm figuring it out. Then we had to go to the Lactaid show.
Yes.
Which was
so funny.
This is what dreams are made of. Hey now.
I love an intimate show.
Oh. Well, you know, comedy is meant to be in like a club environment. Mm-hmm. Shout out, if you weren't able to make the show, they have this Lactaid sweeps where you can go to their Instagram and they're sending out like Lactaid merch and stuff.
Oh, cute.
So check that out. I'm obsessed with Lactaid, one, because it's real milk, but just without the lactose. And as a woman in STEM, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. So it's like you're not drinking weird made up stuff. Like we like drinking real milk.
I love real milk.
In this town.
This town is big enough for the both of us and a glass of milk.
Yes.
It was Hannah's literal dream come true. It was a room full of dairy baddies coming together at the Lactaid Dairy Lovers Lounge to celebrate real dairy just without the lactose. And of course, we made it special with a Club Giggly show. It was truly everything. But if you did miss out on it, you can still join the Dairy Baddies movement because Lactaid is giving away exclusive event merch. We're talking Dairy Baddies sweatshirts, totes, hats, and coupons for their delicious, creamy, lactose-free ice cream. Now until February 21st, head over to Lactaid on Instagram, enter the Lactaid Dairy Baddies box sweepstakes by following the instructions on the official sweepstakes post, and get yourself in the running so you can enjoy 100% real dairy without compromise. Check out all the details and official rules at the link in their bio.
So Lactaid, we had so much fun. And I liked my outfit too.
I was just going to say I loved our outfits.
Here's
the thing about me and Hannah that I think people really don't get. Mm-hmm. Never in the history of our friendship have we ever said, hey, this is what I'm wearing tonight. No. And like sent a picture, especially for Giggly Squad. We did an entire tour. Mm-hmm. We did not show each other one single outfit. No. We matched for every single show.
And I know some people are like, oh, they look like they're going to different events. No. First of all, it's our event, so we made up the event.
First of all, no.
First of all, no. Because we're different aesthetics, same event. Look, I'm not fighting with this imaginary person right now.
No, like, okay, so perfect example, Nashville. You wore a pink outfit. I wore pink and brown boots.
Period. But then you did buy a shirt from Instagram shop that everyone's losing their mind over, which I did not see that for you.
I didn't see it for me either.
Yeah.
Sometimes Instagram shop, like, look how millennial I am.
They know us better than our own families.
I love getting an ad for me that I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Cut out the middleman. Why am I searching? Tell me what I want.
Yes.
Tell me what I
want. I want that shirt. It just happened to fall on... It was a great Valentine's Day t-shirt. I felt like, because I was like, I'm not wearing pink or red. Mm-hmm. I did it the night before for Galentine's. I'm not doing it for
not actual
Valentine's.
Yeah, and I think it was really, really cute and really, really fun.
No, it was fun. We've had This was a fun leg.
I think because we had a decent break before it.
Yeah.
We had a lot of energy. I mean, we're not done.
No, we're not done.
We still have one more.
One more show tonight at 8 p.m.
I was on The Bachelor. Did you know I was doing The Bachelor? I had told you.
Wait, one more thing about Michael Kors and then let's get into The Bachelor. everyone was DMing me from the pictures from Michael Kors being like, Hannah looks so good. Hannah looks so good. Then I started getting DMs being like, why do you guys look alike? Wait, you guys look like the same person in this picture. And then I had a thought, you know, like when you get an animal and everyone's like, you look like your cat. Like Daphne and I are twins.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been spending so much time
No,
together.
we're blending.
That we're blending.
Well, I did this interview recently where they were asking about us and our friendship, and I realized like I am a comedian who low key like loves fashion. Like I like creative stuff.
And I'm a fashion person that is low key a comedian.
So we're actually very similar, but like different fonts.
We're right there.
Yeah, when we're merging.
We're at the intersection.
We are crowning. No, that's the wrong word.
We're coming out of the womb.
We're coming out of the womb. Oh yeah, so I was on The Bachelor last week. Everyone should watch if they haven't.
It was so good.
Did you watch
I loved your outfit. Yeah. I support my friends. If there's a view to be had, I'm going to view it.
I was going to say the only time I text you about your outfit is to just be like, do you like your outfit? Because I just want to see the mood you're going to be in for the night.
You know me so well.
Because I don't care what you're wearing. I just go, is it good? And you'll either be like, it is so good. Like I'm obsessed. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
That's the only reason I went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you were so
I was like,
excited.
I have an outfit for a Saturday night that needs to be shown.
Leather hot pants.
I was like, I'm wearing a leather jacket in 95-degree weather, and I will keep it zipped.
Do you prefer hot pants or underwear?
Hot pants.
And you heard it here first. Because you were wearing underwear
No, we're delusional.
for a while.
Yeah, I was wearing underwear for a while.
Underwear and tights, and now it's
like mini
pants.
shorts.
Yeah. I like that better.
Thank you.
My labia be swinging.
Yeah, she be out there.
Look, I want to be a better person and I want to be healthier, but I don't always know how. And that's when I discovered Symbiotica. Their daily supplements are incredible. I don't always like taking pills, so I love slurping down with my smoothies or just right straight into my mouth. They fit easily with my daily routine, mostly because it tastes so good. I'm obsessed with their liquid colostrum. It's vanilla sea salt, and it supports hair, skin, nails, healthy immune system, gut lining. They also have Irish sea moss, which fuels cellular energy to support healthy aging, and they have lemon vanilla. I really love vanilla. I always lean towards it. And you guys know I love vitamin C, which they have in the citrus vanilla that helps with antioxidants, immunity. It really helps me not get sick, especially when I'm traveling a lot. So go to Symbiotica.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping. That's Symbiotika.com/Giggly Squad for 20% off plus free shipping.
If you're looking to reinvent your living room, your bedroom, or just change it up, Cozy makes furnishing your home easy. Their furniture is modern, comfortable, and practical. Open up new home possibilities with modular furniture. Refreshing your living space doesn't always mean having to go all in. You should have your home your way. You can add, you can take away, you can just rearrange. From shopping to assembly, everything is easy. Cozy makes it easy to relax with washable and interchangeable covers. Cleanup is simple and stress-free. Transform your living space today with Cozy. Visit cozy.com, COZEY, the home of possibilities made easy. If you're looking for outfits this summer, then look no further than Nordstrom. Nordstrom is having a sale on all new arrivals, all their new clothes, shoes, accessories, beauty, home, and more. The anniversary sale runs from July 12th through August 3rd. Prices go up August 4th. You can stock up and save on great deals under $100. They have so many brands like Veronica Beard, Vince, All Saints, Steve Madden, Charlotte Tilbury. And Nordstrom makes it so easy to shop the anniversary sale. With free styling help and free shipping and returns, you can order online, pick up, or head into the store. So make sure you check out all the fun anniversary events happening at Nordstrom. In-store promotions, jewelry trunk shows, and daily beauty events throughout the sale. Shop now at Nordstrom.
Yeah, so The Bachelor, I was wearing a vintage Moschino suit.
Oh.
Shout out Tabitha.
Yeah, you looked really cool.
And then they were like, things changed. We're doing like a finance thing. And it was like possibly going to be Barbara Corcoran. And I was like, Barbara's literally my best friend. So that's great. Somehow I end up on a finance date with Daniel from The Bachelor.
Yep.
With Daniel from Shark Tank, who's amazing, owns Kind Bar, so sweet and funny. Shout out Daniel Lebetsky. But I was like, why am I here? Why am I here for the finance date? And they were like, we literally don't care. Go have fun. And I said, okay, well, I'm wearing a tie. I'm about to boss bitches around.
Yeah.
There were all these rules because like they do these games.
Yeah.
Did not understand the rules of the game, but I was supposed to explain them.
Well, and we find ourselves in a conundrum.
That was the pickle we were in. And they kept being like, if they do this, I go, look, my job was when the girls got answers right was like to give them money, like fake money. I'm not giving a girl money.
No, that's like illegal.
No, they were basically like, give the certain girls money and not girls money if they're wrong. And I go, I'm sorry. In this town,
in this economy,
every girl is right. And then the girls were so funny because I know I'm a people pleaser. They'd be like, Hannah, give me more. And I'd be like, yes. And so I gave everyone, they were like, the game has gone awry. You need to we need one winner. And I said,
they're all winners.
They're all winners. They're all here fighting for their life. Funniest part about filming The Bachelor is there was a point, and I don't know if I was just giggling too hard, but like some of the girls were gigglers. I think they forgot Grant was there.
Wow.
When
the gigglers get together and they know there's other gigglers, I don't care if you're on The Bachelor, we'll stone a man.
No, we were shooting for hours, and there was a moment where like we were all just like kikiing.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, shouldn't you be talking to Grant?
Yeah.
Because like you have to get Grant's
also,
love.
The name Grant.
I do have to say, beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful, tall, sturdy, smart.
I don't trust a man named Grant. I don't. Grant, what are you gonna grant? Grant what, sir? These wishes? I don't know. You know, it's giving he can do it, but will he? You know?
Well, he was standing next to me, and I wanted to ask him my is he trash questions, but I was being nice. I was being supportive because you're
being professional.
Professional, which is something I haven't done in a while.
I mean, yeah.
But there was a point where I was like, girls, you got to start talking to Grant.
Yeah.
But I watched The Bachelor like in college. I was so into The Bachelor. I actually had to take a break from it because it's 2 hours a night.
It's the only reality show
It's
never
so
watched.
Good. Why?
I don't know.
It's so you should start from the beginning.
I think because when it was on like in its peak, you know, like when you're in middle school and like high school and you have things like that, like, okay, I had dance class on Tuesday. I guess I'll never watch the OC.
It was 2-hour episodes to the point that it started like hurting my mental health because I was like, I'm addicted to this shit.
Yeah.
It was 4 hours a week.
It's the only reality show. So like I never know people from The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. And I feel like I'm like left out of the joke.
It's really
everyone
good.
knows them.
And then they started Bachelor in Paradise, which means like all these people that had lost in quotations on The Bachelor in this place, and like to stay you have to be coupled up. Like it was really
I'm a
like
Love Island
psychology girl. Yeah, because you like when they say villa.
Yeah, I love it.
But The Bachelor was interesting because I don't know what happened the previous night, but the girls were tired. They were like, we had like an intense date, or like the rose ceremony lasted. Like they keep them up like crazy.
You know what
hours.
I'd be scared of? A tired giggler. Because a sleepy giggler? No, she's not to be trusted.
The girls walked in and I was like, okay, we're going to keep it light and fun.
Yeah.
No one's fighting today.
Yeah.
You're going to keep it in. And then next, at the end, they were like, how do you want to do a confessional? I started feeling PTSD.
Yeah.
It started to rise and I said, you know what? Bring it back.
You're like,
roll back the tape.
Yeah, I've actually got some shit to say.
I go, what do you want me to talk about? I made some confessionals in it, which was really funny.
No, you did really good. It was funny.
And I think I had like one good quote about giving girls money. So I'm happy about
I saw
it.
that, yeah.
So anyway, I'm back on reality TV.
You heard it here first.
I recently felt, speaking of age, I felt really old because I was talking to this girl and I mentioned something about high school and like your lockers. Mm-hmm. And she was like, ooh, we didn't have lockers. And I was like, oh, like what kind of school did you go to? And she goes, we had iPads. And I was like, what? You just walk around with an iPad? You don't have lower back pain? You're not getting pushed into a locker? You're not forgetting your combination and embarrassingly being late to class? That's what made me a woman.
So all their textbooks are on the iPad?
I think so. But then it's like you don't have an excuse. Like, when you're like, oh, I forgot my textbook.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, we were lugging like 8 textbooks around.
Wait, do you remember you'd have to go pick up your textbooks before school started? But some girls, like, you could get your textbooks at school. Like, it was all like based on like your district. It is very Hunger Games if you really
Very
think about
Hunger
it.
Games. And then the one kid who was smart and put it in a rolly bag was brutally bullied.
Brutally.
Because that was socially unacceptable when they were actually just looking out for their L4, L5.
Do you remember there would be like every year there was a different cool way to wear your backpack?
Well, oh my God. Do you remember when like bags got popular?
I had a bag.
Yeah, that is like
I
how
went through a
did
bag
your
phase.
shoulder even?
I couldn't do it. I would go to Victoria's Secret and whatever new tote they had, that was my backpack.
Yes.
Then there was also like a phase where like if boys, obviously didn't have go to school with boys, but like when we saw them, like if they wore their backpack like really high up, like there was something hot about it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there was like the one strap guys.
Yes. Also, there are the guys where I'm like, he doesn't have any books in his bag and he's not going to class today.
Going to an all-girls school, we did a lot of reverse backpacks where we would wear our backpack on the front like we were pregnant women. Because you could get into it easier.
Wait, we had such different school lives. Like, I can't imagine going to an all-girl school.
No, it was mayhem.
Mayhem in like a good way. Like,
Yeah.
you just have like best girlfriends, but then also like insanity.
No, well, I think being surrounded just by girls in high school, it lets your psychoticness fly freely. You know, because it's like no one here is gonna judge me because we're all the same. And so it lets you, it just relaxes you. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
There was so many hormones going on. Like, I remember there was this
Yeah.
one girl who, I don't know about you, but like I never noticed girls' boobs. Like, that's my friend. Like, I'm looking her in the eye. That's my friend. And
Yeah.
like I was with some guys and they were talking about like how hot my friend was. And I was like, okay, don't sexualize my friend. And they were like, have you ever seen her yawn in class? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, whenever she yawns, she like stretches her arms and
No.
she has like,
No.
and her boobs, like she stretches her
The men
boobs
should be
out.
locked away till they're
And
32.
I literally was like, how fucking dare you? She's
No.
tired. And then like I see her yawn in class and I'm like, her boobs are huge. But I remember thinking during class, like, oh no, Camilla's gonna yawn again.
No, she didn't get a full 8 hours. The men are hard. See, this is why I will never send my daughter to high school with boys.
There's a lot of times that girls would get embarrassed to maybe like raise their hand and say
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But then I would argue that like you still didn't raise your hand.
Absolutely not.
So imagine if there were boys in the class.
No, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I also think it's based on, I think you know your child. I think my mom knew. And she's not going to
I think
school
I've
with
said it
boys.
before how literally crazy I am, but I was at a tennis academy. We don't talk about that. I was homeschooled for 2.5 years. It was crazy.
We don't talk about that
We
enough.
don't. It's a dark time. We don't talk about it. But
Who
then
did it?
It was a
Lenore?
Florida online class, and I was like at a tennis academy living in a house, and we would at 7 a.m. have to go do school, and I put that in quotations,
For how many hours?
for like 2 hours, and then we'd go play tennis for 3 hours, lunch break, another 3 hours of tennis, and then gym. Like, it was insane.
Was gym necessary?
Gym was so unnecessary.
You just played tennis for 6 hours.
Once my mom visited and she was like hanging out with us, and at the gym I had a full body cramp. Like, I was lying down like it
Having
looked
a
like I had a
seizure.
seizure. My mom was like, okay, Mimi.
Maybe we pushed her too hard.
So long story short, I definitely was burnt out, and it was the middle of the school year when I got back to New York, and I started working as a hostess at a Korean restaurant in Park Slope, Brooklyn. And I had to go into a school, and that's how I started going to Beacon. But I showed up middle of junior year.
With the lore.
Period. But this is how crazy I am. I showed up to a history class, sat down, middle of the year. Guy asked a question, raised my hand.
No. That's so you.
No, the homeschool actually was not good for my math. Like, I definitely fell behind in math.
I mean, I went to regular school and I fell behind in
Because
math.
there was a lot of cheating. Like we do online quizzes, like, and we just
Well,
be like,
yeah.
what's the answer? And you just Google it.
Don't put me next to the bilingual kid for the Spanish final. Like, are you kidding? I'm Paige DeSorbo. You think I'm not cheating off this guy? Get the fuck
Called
out of here.
Street smarts. I just always was very like, into school. I come from a family of teachers. Like
Yeah.
school was very priority. And I liked to express myself through the art of raising my hand.
Yeah.
And then I remember Beth, shout out Beth. It was that period ended and she came up to me and she's like gorgeous, this girl. Gorgeous, but like
This
goofy.
is Beth with the big boobs?
Actually, Beth does have big boobs
Okay.
too, but that's beside the point.
Okay, not the yawn girl.
Not the young girl.
Okay.
The young girl was honestly too cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
But so Beth comes up to me, so beautiful, but like goofy, silly, down to earth. And she was just like, do you have anyone to go to lunch with today? And I was like, actually, I don't, because I literally just walked in 3 minutes ago. And she was like, come to lunch with me. And like, that's the kind of thing, like,
Beth.
you never forget.
Never forget.
Shout out Beth. Like to this day, I fuck with Beth. But my crazy lore was that they took me because I was playing for the boys tennis team. So the tennis coach was like, this girl, she has good grades. We got to get her in. We want to win a championship. And tennis is a small world. So I knew the guys on the tennis team. So when I came into the school, I was already friends with all these like senior tennis boys. Then I went to prom with one of the senior tennis boys. We didn't touch because it was friends. But like, that was the lore.
In a world full of bitches, be a Beth.
Be a Beth.
Be a Beth.
No, shout out to Beth, who I still keep in touch with.
You want to know, it is crazy that like you can have these like moments in your life where you truly remember how someone else made you feel. And like I feel like I do have like a couple of those too, where I'm like, I will always stick up for that girl because she was nice to me in like this random situation that means nothing now.
I'm also like, even recently, like if I see any, or in the last couple of years when I've been getting like hate or negativity, if I see someone stand up for me when it wasn't cool to,
Yes.
I will never fucking forget that.
Yes.
And I will ride like till
I think
the
that's
end with
why
that
I
girl.
feel the way I do when I meet younger influencer girls. I'm like, I have to be overly nice to you because I know there's going to be a lot of people that are mean to you
I think
in this situation.
Also people are meaner to you than me initially because you look bitchier than me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's just facts.
No, people have been pretty mean to me my whole life, but I can never say can never say that.
I just had a Beth memory. I'm literally the same person as I was in high school.
Yeah.
We're sitting at lunch and she's like going through a breakup and Beth and I are besties, obsessed with each other. And she pulls out a cigarette. I said, Beth, what is that?
I'm obsessed with Beth.
I said, Beth, what is that? And in her head, she's
Beth
just like,
lights up in the cafeteria.
no, we're like, because we went out to eat in Manhattan.
Oh my god.
We were just hanging out in Columbus Circle, smoking cigs.
cigs.
Not me, you know me. I
Yeah.
said, Beth, I thought this was life or death. I said, Beth, you're going to die if you take that cigarette. She goes, Hannah,
I'm obsessed
I'm
with
having a
Beth.
fucking day. I said, Beth, if you put that cigarette to your mouth right now, I'm not going to be happy. And she was like, Hannah, I need this right now. And I grabbed her cigarettes and I threw it in the trash. And she was like, Hannah, that was $15.
Hannah, oh my
But
god.
I thought I was saving her life. Meanwhile, next day she had cigarettes. I don't know where she got them from. I don't know who kept giving Beth cigarettes.
Wait, that's crazy.
But I was Mrs. like,
You were allowed to just leave school. I feel like
I've been going out to eat since 4th grade.
in the suburbs they lock you in there.
No, in 4th grade, public school, PS321, we all could go out to eat. We'd go to Pino's across the street and we get our pizza for $1.50 or less.
The only time they'd let you leave is if you literally begged the nurse, which I was always in there. I was like, I have to go home. They're like, you don't. I'm like, I do. I have to go. And then I'd text my mom and be like, can you call the school and say that I can come home?
No, you text her, be like, can we have eggplant parmesan waiting for me when I get home?
One time this was the best thing about going to an all-girls school. One time I just had my period so bad. It was just so bad. And you know, like when you have your period so bad and you're like, you have to take that first poop of your period. That was coming on. And I was like, I can't be in a school environment right now. And my mom was like at work. They were like, we literally can't like release you. Your mom has a job. And I remember calling my grandma being like, it's life or death. Can I please come home? She was like, yeah, I don't care.
See, not to like brag about how cool I was in high school. Because honestly, I always had swag, but I did wear pads. I was wearing a full diaper. Like, when it would get full, like, I weighed 10 more pounds because I was wearing a pad.
What year did you start wearing tampons?
In my freshman year of college, when I was going out and my friend was like, we only have tampons. And I was like, I can't lose my virginity right now. And she was like, do you want me to do it for you? And I was like, no, I'll figure it out. And then I rammed it in like to the side wall of my vagina and then cried and then walked to a party.
I've been a tampon girl since the beginning.
Because you're a slut.
Freshman year, I was going to prom, had my period, and my mom was like, okay, well, you have to put a tampon in. I was like, fuck yeah.
You're sick. I cried when I was like, I can't.
I was like, I'm an adult.
Do you think tampons should have lube? I guess you're lubed up with the blood. Okay.
And that's it for us.
And that's our time.
That's all we've got for today.
And we've been cut off today. That's all we can leave you with. Thank you guys for giggling with us. We love you so much. And we have shows in 2 weeks. Our last leg of the tour in Salt Lake City,
Tacoma,
Vegas,
and someplace else.
I don't know. You guys have to check the website for the surprise state that we're going to. Talk to you later. Bye.